What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are back at it with another breakdown of the markets. This time, we are going to break down the Dow US30. We had an all-time high today. A lot of data. I did not catch the entire move. I'm going to break that down as well. But for starters, this is going to be a very impactful week. Why? We have so much data coming out. We have JOLTS coming out. We have ADP. We have the big boy FOMC is going to be coming out. On top of that, we have NFP on Friday. Added to that, we have a shitload of earnings. We have what's coming out? Apple's coming out. Microsoft is coming out. Amazon is coming out, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Google and so forth. So again, so much data coming out that you know what? I might do like 4 more videos this week about how the Dow hit another all-time high. But again, I do want to break down the markets. I want to break down my entries, why I took them, and then again, as I said, I did not take the entire move. I'll break that down as well. But let's go straight into it. So let me move this out the way and let's go to the markets. All right. So as you guys can see right now, this right here, we obviously had an all-time high in the Dow. So I want to show you guys how to go about trading it. But I do want to say this. Now, I broke this trade down last week on one of my previous videos. I believe it was like 2 videos ago. And then on top of that, I actually broke this down in my Discord. So I want to show you guys what I saw that made me even go for a buy. And again, like we're going to break down. I said it before, why I did not hit the entire move. All right, for starters, though, as I said to you guys last week, this right here was literally, it went right to negative 27%. So I took the fib. Let me go to my fib. I took it from here, right? And I showed you guys last week as well. Took it from that high. Now, besides that, we clearly see that price came down. We're sitting on 38.2. From this, we broke the 100%, and literally, like right after we broke 100%, we literally just sat on it. And then after today, we have a huge breakout going up to negative 27%. Now, the thing about this, why I took the first trade, let me break it down. My first entry was 0.80, and the reason why I took that was I'm going to just do it this way. All right, so right before market opened up. So the reason why I took that was because, as you guys can see, that's my 698. That right there was holding, but on top of that, this right here, I just pulled this out from this whole area. But we was holding on that support. So once we had a huge rejection and price was showing that this is holding for the price to continue going up, once we broke past this area, I said to myself that's going to be a definite entry. I was on a minute time frame. And I said to myself it's going to be a definite entry. Like this is a reversal on the support. You got to take that. So I took that. That was my first entry. My second one was after market open. I believe it was like 97-ish. But nonetheless, though, those 2 entries I actually did get stopped out in profit. So at that point, it was not that one. It was this one. This one has stopped me out in profit. And from that one, once we had a break of this over here, but price coming down, that was my stop loss was, I believe it was 130 flat, if I'm not mistaken for that one. So those two trades alone, I was having a very good day at that. But again, as I said to you guys, I did get stopped out. Now, nonetheless, though, the reason why I took my last entry, I believe it was like 60 something. I think I put that one in the Discord as well. I know I put the rest of them in there. I don't want this video to be too long. Let me just continue going back the breakdown. So what time is this? All right, 10:15. I'm gonna just keep going real quick. All right, 45. It was right after that. It was the next one. Right. So looking at this right here, right, you guys can see literally we're holding on the support. I can just take this whole drawings off and y'all can clearly see that price is hovering on the support. That right there is showing a confluence for price to go for a buy, and we take it to a resistance. Now, again, I did not think that negative 27 was going to get hit today. The reason why I did not think so is because there was no true data that came out for price to go that high. So I said to myself, you know what? We have JOLTS coming in tomorrow. We have FOMC as well as ADP on Wednesday. More likely, that'll be the data that we need for price to get the liquidity for us to go up and break out at negative 27%. But no, that did not. That literally happened, soon after. So nonetheless, though, if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, and you guys can see, all that candle was doing was literally, I clicked it too fast. All that candle was doing was retesting this right here, right there. That's all we were doing, right? Retesting off of that. This is not showing me continuation with a downside. A retest of a 4-hour support, retest that became support, that's showing that price is aiming to go back up. I'm just going to remove this real quick and go back down to 15 so you guys can see. So I had my last entry was, I believe, like 67, 60 something. Now, that one right there, I did close out, and literally as soon as I closed out from this candle over here. Like literally as soon as I closed that trade out, the market, it just went up. It went up like from that one as well. The reason why I closed that, it wasn't anything like, FOMO and stuff as well. At that time, I was just frustrated. A lot was going on for me for the day wise, outside of trading. And then I had to take my frustration out on something. And I'm saying to myself, I'm really having a great day so far. So I was like, you know what? F it. I'll close the trade. As I said, like I was in it for too long, was frustrated. But one thing about that I do want to say, when I close the trade, right? This is one thing I want to tell you guys as well. Whenever you decide to close a position, you have to accept whatever happens after. You have to accept that the trade may go in your favor. You have to accept that the trade does not go in your favor. I was 100% accepted of that. So like I closed the trade, and next thing you know, like when I look back at it, price was somewhere over here, right? I'm like, damn, like price kept going. But I wasn't saying to myself, oh my gosh, woe is me. I can't believe I closed that entry. I missed out on all this money and so forth. No, like you got to take your emotions from that aspect onto trading out of it. Like you have to accept whatever happens after. Why? Because everything's based on probability, not certainty. When you accept that as a trader, you'll make better decisions. Now, let me go back into breaking this down real quick. So as I told you guys before, whenever you're trading all-time highs, especially with the Dow is an indice. So right, you have to understand that you want to utilize Fibonacci for tracing expansion. The reason why you want to utilize that is because when it comes to the stock market, it's institutional based, right? Fibonacci is 100% an institutional level of support resistance. So knowing that institutional levels, you want to utilize institutions to see where our next day profit would be at. And as you guys can see, I want to just break this down one more time and show you guys literally from here. And again, I gave it to you guys the other day. I also gave it to my Discord, right? If we look at this, price is literally, let me just drag it over to the future so you guys can see, right? We have the 100%, price came to zero, right there. Price came to zero, literally came back down, hit the 50%, sitting on 38.2. We broke out of zero. Zero became a support, right? Once we have a break of resistance, that became support. Held right there, and this shit went literally right to negative 27%. And again, as I said to you guys, we have so much data that's coming out for the rest of the week. I would not be surprised if we do have a small retracement, especially if we come out with a dovish power, right? Where we know that they're going to pause rates. But if we come out with a dovish power, or more so like more of the neutral side, neutral more dovish, I think that's what price needs of us to get all the way to 38.538. And if not, again, I'm going to do another breakdown indicating that as well. But if not, we may get around NFP, which is going to be on Friday.